What we have here is a Poulan Timbermaster chainsaw. It is a 3450 is the model number. It is 54 cc's. This particular chainsaw comes in a couple different versions. They made some Poulan Pro versions as well, the yellow and black model. And there's also the 3750, which has a 60 cc top end. Some of these 3450s actually had the larger top end. If Poulan ran out of the smaller top ends for some reason, they just put them on this chassis because the chassis is the same. Now I have opened this to look at it. I also had another video up, but YouTube's being goofy right now for no apparent reason that I know. But anyway, here's the saw. Still has the, or I shouldn't say still has. This is what we call a new old saw. This saw's been sitting, I think, 15 years. So I'm not exactly sure what year it is, but I think it's been sitting since I don't know, 2003 or 4, something like that. Manual, tool kit. Comes with a little two-stroke oil. Comes with the Oregon chain. I think it's kind of a low kickback Vanguard style chain. It is square chisel. It's 3/8. Should be 50 thou. Scritch. All right, let's take the saw out of the box and check it out with the magic of video editing. And there she is. Nice looking little saw. I do prefer the green over the yellow and black. Not that it matters. Sometimes I get goofy with chainsaws. Imagine that. Anyway, nice saw. In the other video, well, the little wrap was still on it here. Said to start it, how to start it. Anyway, it's a nice little saw. These were really good saws at one time. Poulan made really good saws. It's a shame that they're now relegated to basically the big box store saws. Plastic case, lower end stuff. These saws were magnesium cases. They're pretty robust. It has a nice little air filter on it. These saws were manufactured when Poulan was still owned by Electrolux. They sold these saws off to Husqvarna, or not the saws, the name to Husqvarna. And of course Husqvarna cannot have a good product with a different name on it. So now they've relegated them to lower end stuff. I mean, they work. Like the 2050, it works. You have to tune it correctly. They are what they are, but they're not this. They're not a genuine, robust saw that you can go out every day and cut firewood or do what you want with it. Good saws. They have a great feel to them. People love how they feel. I might muffler mod this before I go ahead and fire it up. We'll see about that. Anyway, good saws. They have great balance, good power for what they are. They're a little choked up on the exhaust, but other than that, good stuff. This is their Poulan bar, 20-inch. It's probably something like I don't know, 70 drive length, not 72 like most true 20-inch bars are. Well, that's pretty much it. This is a new old saw sitting since 2000. 2003. Yeah, 2003. Give you a little closer look. Nope. Brand new saw. I believe the carburetor on this particular saw is I think it's a 164A Walbro. They've had some issues with those. If you have one of these and it idles erratically, the main jet has a check valve in it, and supposedly that valve can leak, and sometimes if you just punch that jet out and replace it with the new one that comes in the rebuild kit for the carburetor, you have to make sure to get the total rebuild, not just the diaphragm set. Few ways to tell if this actually has a 60cc top end on it is it will say type 3 here on the sticker, and of course it won't say 54 cc's, but I don't think it actually says the cc on those. It just says type 3. And when you take the top cover off, this saw has a flat top to it, no cooling fins. The 60cc version has vertical cooling fins on it. Anyway, I just thought you guys would like to see this nice saw. I picked it up off of eBay. A gentleman had several of them. They were supposedly sitting in a warehouse and for storm cleanup, and they kept them just in case something happened. Nothing, I guess, did wherever they were kept. So they decided to finally sell them off. So it was just sitting in the box for since 2003. Anyway, there you go.